All right. Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, wherever you are viewing from. Today, we are live and actually by Coastal. My name is Hannah Stephenson, and I am joined by Amberly Dressler, our VP of Corporate Marketing, who's actually already on the scene in Las Vegas for HR Tech Conference. So, good morning. How are you?
Good. Excited to be here in Vegas to see new friends and old friends and get HR Tech going.
I know we're excited too. And to kick off kind of this exciting week that we have some big news, and I don't want to steal your thunder, and I want you to go ahead and be the one to share.
Thanks, Hannah. So I'm beyond excited to announce the release of Center the Pendulum, HR Tales of Transformation for Better Business Outcomes. This book is a unique blend of fiction and real life HR experiences, and I was fortunate to co-write it with Jeff Webb. We have talked to hundreds of customers over the years and noticed some real trends in their stories. So we were able to bring this book to life now, thanks to isolved and Celia Flyshaker and our amazing People Hero customers who are willing to let us share their story, open up their careers and their businesses and their lives to understand what's impacting them day to day. And so we hope that this book really captures the essence of those HR challenges and how folks are balancing the needs of employers and employees. And we can't wait for everyone to read it.
No, I can't either. So, why now? Why did we decide to work on this project? Why did ISOL decide to sponsor it? What really was like the motivation of this whole entire book?
Yeah, that's a great question. Definitely our people heroes, right? They're so willing to share their stories. And what we hear time and time again is that there's never been such dramatic swings kind of in the workforce dynamic. So we use the pendulum analogy a lot within the book and then within a lot of our materials that we create at iSolve to reflect employers kind of on one side of the pendulum and employees on the other, and how there's wild kind of swings of that pendulum, and that our HR benefits and payroll professionals can be that stabilizing force. So that motivated us to write this book about how Jen, she's our fictional character within the book, and our real world people heroes are navigating those swings and really creating stable ground for everyone. So employers can have the best business outcomes and employees can have the best experiences.
Mhm. I love the pendulum analogy so much, and I'm just curious exactly what's unique for about this format of this book. You talked about some of our customers, you talked about this fictional customer kind of story as well, but exactly what can our readers, our people heroes, and really everyone expect when they dive in?
Yeah, that's a great question. What's different about this book is that it does have a fictional character. So we follow Jen Clark. She's a fictional HR leader, and she faces the challenge of essentially saving a company in crisis. And so Jen keeps this Newton's cradle on her desk, right? And it's one of those toys essentially where you pull back one pendulum and then it kind of makes movement for the rest of them. And she keeps going back to that time and again to try and find that middle ground for both her employees and her employers. So not only are we following her journey throughout the book, but then those stories are supplemented by real world case studies and customer stories of people who are doing the same. So, we took the unique approach to it, and that it's both fiction and nonfiction. And so we really hope that it entertains you and inspires you, and you might laugh and cry a bit too if we've done our jobs well. And we just really hope that you enjoy it.
Yeah, I love the blending of both of them. So when it comes to the themes, what exactly themes, you mentioned the pendulum, but what themes can we expect to see when we read the book as well?
Yeah. So almost every time the pendulum swings, it's something that's happening in the real world, right? So think of employees who want to belong to their company and their culture a little bit more than they do. We follow Jen Clark, who initiates a giving and volunteering program within the community and really is trying to engage her employees and community better. And so she's able to kind of find middle ground between the employees and the employers. We also have the themes and examples that you would expect, like payroll errors. Jen gets there, and every single week, employees are rightfully upset that their payroll is wrong. And so she sets out to make sure that she gets a perfect payroll pretty soon after arriving, because if you don't get payroll right, you're not getting anything right. And so there's also stories of scale. There's a big order that Jen Clark's company is facing, and how do they have the talent to fulfill this order, and can they even get the order if the customer doesn't feel that they have the right talent in place? And so there's lots of examples that Jen goes through that I'm sure a lot of our people heroes can relate to. And then, of course, there's major themes from our people heroes themselves. And if you aren't aware of what a people hero is, it's what isolved refers to as our HR benefits and payroll professional customers. And so there's lots of examples within there. One that stands out because she's going to be here this week at HR Tech is Jaylene Owen of Hames Corporation. She is the leader of an HR team of one on the island of Sitka, Alaska. And so any challenge that we all face, like on the mainland for employee experience and employee relations and benefits and payroll and HR, she's going to face it kind of times 10 because she's on an island of 8,300 people. So the population is small. She, hires and rehires the same folks year after year. And so her story is within there as well. So it pairs Jen Clark's fictional story again with our real world people hero stories.
Color me intrigued. I can't wait to read it. So you mentioned Jen, who's a fictional character, and you mentioned our people here, Jaylene. Will there be any other familiar faces that we can expect to see?
Yeah, absolutely. We've interviewed several isolved customers representing all the different industries that we serve. We have Jum Burrito, for example, a quick service restaurant out of Texas who's competing against some of the biggest brands in the world, like McDonald's. They're also competing against the oil fields nearby for talent. And so how do they attract and retain top talent when they're facing such stiff competition? We also interview Kendall Hunt Publishing, Inlet, Suzanne over at Inlet's in Arizona, Friends Life Care Partners, Skyline Center, Adore Me, and of course, Hames Corporation. So we have retail represented, we have nonprofits represented, we have healthcare, you name it. And so we really wanted to make sure we had the broad spectrum of customers to represent the challenges that HR benefits and payroll professionals are having every day.
Well, I may be a little biased, but this might be my new favorite fall read. So where can myself and where can all of our people heroes, our customers, really anyone go to find their next favorite read of the season?
Thanks so much, Hannah. So as you mentioned, I'm already here in Las Vegas, ready to kick off HR Tech. We're very excited. We are hosting a happy hour Tuesday night at Rhythm and Riffs from 7 to 9 p.m. So I'll be there with Jeff Webb and Jaylene Owen, who I mentioned. We'll be signing copies of the books. You can get your free copy. You can make new friends, see some old new friends, and we'll also have members of the analyst and media community there as well. So please come grab your copy. Of course, stop by our booth here at HR Tech. And then if you're not going to be at HR Tech, but you're a customer or partner coming to isolved Connect in Orlando from October to 7th to 9th, we'll have copies there. We'll also have a customer panel featuring some of those customers I mentioned, like Brandon at Skyline and Kendall Hunt Publishing. And we're just really excited to tell the story of our customers.
Yeah, I know HR Tech will be amazing, and same with Connect. I can't wait to hear about that panel. But for anyone that won't be able to join us at HR Tech in Vegas or won't be able to join us in Orlando for Connect, where can everyone get more information?
As you would expect, we have a website for that. So I'm sure Hannah will drop it in the comments, centerthependulum.com. You can pre-order it on Amazon. We also have a way for you to download the first chapter of it, and there'll be lots of opportunities to grab the book as well.
Amazing. I can't wait to read it. And best of luck at HR Tech. I'm excited to hear about everything. And I can't wait for the world to finally see this amazing project that everyone's been working on.